There's Mark.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah. Hello, Mark.
Is your microphone on?
Yeah.
Can you hear you?
I don't know. Morning, Val. How are you?
How are you is the question. You weren't feeling well.
Feel a lot better today. I had my I wouldn't say it's a mistake, but I thought I'd be adventurous. I got my booster for COVID, and then I also got my flu shot, one in one arm, the other in the other arm.
Oh, that was a lot of virus altogether.
Yes.
All right.
But I feel normal now, but 12 to 14 hours after I got the shot, it just started going downhill.
Yeah, I know. Well, guys, I'm starting traveling again this week, so I will try to do the classes whenever. Okay.
Oh, nice. Well, hope your travels
Okay.
go safely.
Where are you going?
Oh,
I'm
safe.
going to Ireland on Wednesday, so I'm not going to see you, Kirsten. When are you coming?
Tuesday.
Maybe I can see you Tuesday night. We'll
Yeah,
Oh,
talk.
that'd be nice.
Come to Nina's for a drink.
Okay, we'll talk. I'm going to mute.
All right. Yeah, you won't be able to do anything with foot flexion, so just take it easy. Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday, fun day. We're out to get started. We're going to come to the center parts of our mat. We're going to bring our feet as wide as our mats with the sides of our feet running parallel. Simply, that's a long way of saying have your toes pointed in ever so slightly. Let's draw your shoulders up to the ears. Let's open your palms to face forward. And let's use the fingers to kind of pull back the hands and arms, making sure they're nice and long. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, sweep your hands to the sky, bringing the thumbs up first, and then rotating the palms to face. Best you can, I'd like you to try to keep the elbows from being bent. Just create length through the arms. As you inhale and exhale, let's drop the arms back down. And let's do it again. Draw the shoulders up to the ears, open the palms to face forward, sweep the hands back, and then sweep the hands to the sky. And then let them all down. Pull back up the shoulders, sweep the hands backwards, sweep the palms to the sky. And on this exhale, fold all the way forward. Let's walk out and step back to our planks. Let's pull our hips up and back to down dog. And then let's float between the 2 points, coming back to plank and pulling hips up and back to down dog. Just move nice, slowly and rhythmically. We're just warming up the body. As we move between the 2 points, I'd like you to kind of do a little bit of introspection. And set your intentions for the day. It's just kind of a recovery type day, a day to work hard. There's a myriad of options. I'd like you to choose what's working best for you today. Now let's hold in that plank position. Slowly lower the knees towards the earth. And as we step our hands back under our shoulders, coming into quadruped position, I'd like you to check out your alignment first and make sure that your hands are wider than your shoulders. And then your knees are directly under your hips. So you're no greater or less than a 90-degree angle in your hips itself. Now pull the back of the head up. Let the chest sink towards the earth. So we're going to kind of get into those shoulder joints a little bit. Now, give me a nice proud chest. Push it towards the earth. And as you do, let's take your tailbone and roll it to the sky. And then hollow out your belly. And then let the head drop and pull from the center of the spine as you kind of tuck under. And then push the chest towards the earth, pull the back of the head towards the sky, sink the chest, give me a nice proud chest towards the earth and roll that tailbone skyward as you hollow out your belly. Take a big inhale and exhale. Let's release everything. Let's now tuck the toes under, pull the hips back, walk the hands forward. So we're modifying child pose a little bit. And what we're doing basically is keeping the toes tucked under. As we pull back, we want to find length for the spine and neck. All right. And then with your forearms up and off the mat, let's push the chest towards the earth. And then come back up into all fours. With toes remaining tucked under, let's pull the hips up and back to down dog. And then step or jump your feet forward. Inhale, extend the spine, pull the back of the head high. Exhale, fold into the legs. Let's bend both knees, bring your palms up onto your shins. So our back's in tabletop right now. I'd like you to try to extend the tabletop. You know how you put extra leaves in a table? We're gonna do that with our spine by making it nice and long in our tabletop position, making sure our head isn't falling off the body. Let's pull the head or the back thereof up so we can feel the muscles of the neck working. You might feel more of the muscles along the spine more engaged as we do that also. That's good. We want those muscles all working. As we push the palms to the shin, try to sink the hips just ever so slightly more. And then with a proud chest, start to unhinge through the hips. Keep your butt down. So you have the palms pushing still to the shins. Now, keeping the hips in place, simply unhinging through them, we're gonna let the hands slide up to the kneecap height. So we have a forward-facing body that's bent at the hips, leaning forward. Give me a nice proud chest as you let the hands release, sweep them backwards. The palms are facing towards the earth. While we keep that nice proud chest, let's sweep the hands forward, bring the palms to face up shoulder height. Beautiful. Let's squat just ever so slightly. And while we hold the hips in the down position, let's raise the arms. Beautiful. As you inhale and then exhale, sweep down, come step back to plank. Pull your hips up and back to down dog. Step or jump forward with the feet. As we separate the feet mat width again, just like we started earlier, let's bend both knees and then step your palms onto the shins. Tabletopping the back, nice and long. Add the extra leaf in. Pull the head up so the back of the head and back run parallel to our earth. We feel nice and engaged. Now, sink that booty just a little more. Push the palms to the shin as you extend the spine. Give me a proud chest. Push that chest forward. There we go. Now, slide the palms up, keeping those hips down. Release, sweep the hands back. Straighten out the arms. Pull the hands a little higher to the sky. Squat it down just ever so slightly more. Sweep the hands forward, shoulder height. Squat it down ever so slightly more. Pull the weight back into the heels. Raise the arms. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, fold down, step back plank. Up and back to down dog. As you come back to your plank, slowly lower down onto your mat, face forward. All right, now, let's take your hands all the way back towards where your hips are. So you know where your hip sockets are. See if you can rotate and turn the baby fingers so that they're on top of or run over the hip sockets. So your palms are facing the earth. Let's take your elbows and pull them in towards each other. So you feel the muscles across the shoulder blades starting to activate. They might be highly active. Let's make sure we don't compensate in this movement and this exercise by pushing in towards the mat with our face. try to keep the head elevated. Now, take the hands, sweep them forward. I'm going to move my cup out of the way so I don't spill it. All the way forward. So they extend all the way out in front of you. Let's put your fingertips and thumbs as the contact points. So it's almost like you have a tennis ball or something in the hands, and you've wrapped your fingers and thumbs around that ball. So there's like a cup. And the base of the cup are the tips of your fingertips and thumbs. Nice. Now, walk them forward a little more. And let's push the fingertips into the earth. And as you do, let's draw the back of the head higher to the sky. And then take a big inhale. And as you exhale, let's sweep the arms all the way back. We're going to put a bend in the elbows. We're going to bring the baby fingers so the palms rotate to face the earth, and the baby fingers are slightly above the hips this time. So the tip of your baby finger, for example, would be able to touch the top of your pelvis. And let's squeeze those shoulder blades together. And let's lift the back of the head just ever so slightly higher. And then as you exhale, let's sweep the arms all the way forward again, walking them out, carrying that little cup with fingertip touch to the earth. Walk your fingertips forward ever so slightly more, and push, push, push fingertips and thumbs into the earth. Make the arms nice and straight. Hollow out the belly this time. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, relax everything and step your hands back under your shoulders. From your knees, let's push up and pull your hips backwards. Extend the hands all the way forward. Child's pose. It's one of the legitimate times where we can act like a child and get away with it. All right, let's walk the hands back under shoulders. Let's separate the knees as wide as your mat and do the same with your hands. Let's take your chest and push it towards the earth and make it nice and proud and roll the tailbone to the sky. Hollow out the belly and then pull the back of the head up. Beautiful. Now, keep your belly hollowing out. The very important part of this exercise is you pull that navel, that little belly button, up and in towards the spine. As you hollow it out, make that the focus of this exercise. And we're going to bring some other movement to it. Take the right hand, reach it forward. Keep the palm facing the earth, and then switch it for the left. Hollow out. Remember, that's the most important part of this exercise. And then switch. Hollow out and switch. And hollow out and switch. And then everyone meet with all fours. Let the head fall. Pull the center of the spine towards the sky. Tuck your tailbone under, and as you hollow out the belly, inhale, push everything away from the earth. This gives high elevation as much as you can. Push hard. And then as you release the breath, proud chest towards the earth. Sink into the shoulders. Roll the tailbone to the sky as you pull the back of the head high. Beautiful. Now come back to a neutral spine. Walk back out to your plank. Pull your hips up and back to down dog. Let's bend both knees and hover them just above the earth. And then pull your hips up and back to down dog. Drive your heels in towards the earth as you pull your butt higher to the sky. Slowly lower both knees towards the earth, but let them hover. Don't let them sit down onto the earth. This is an actively working pose. Pull your hips high to the sky. Drive your heels hard to the earth. Lower the knees to hover just above the earth. And then pull hips high to the sky and drive heels hard to the earth. And then step or jump forward. Oh. As you inhale, extend. And as you exhale, fold. You might have noticed that a lot of the emphasis is on shoulders today. And you would be right if you noticed that. Let's bring both hands to touch each other, opposite elbow. Okay, take a couple breaths and just hang out. Now, palms to the shin. Bend both knees and lower that butt. Tabletopping the back. Put that extra leaf in that table. Make the back nice and long. Pull the back of the head. Elevate it. Let's not make the mistake of elevating by trying to look forward. Let's endeavor to simply keep the gaze of our eyes straight down at the earth and just lift the back of the head higher. Yeah. Now, push palms to the shin. Lower that butt. Keep the hips down. Start extending the spine and unhinging through the hips. Let the hands slide up to the kneecaps. As they reach that point, let them sweep backwards with the palms opening forward. Let's make the arms straight. Let's use the fingers to pull the arms long and then use the hands to lift the arms back higher to the sky. Take a big in. Are you trying to hold hands with me, young lady? Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, bring the hands forward, shoulder height. Palms are facing. Beautiful. Now, lower, and then raise the arms. And then stand tall and bring hands over heart. Great job. Now that's just the warm up. What? All right, hands over heart. Take the left knee. As you bend it, raise it into the air. Single leg balance. All right. And then do the same thing, opposite side. We have a blustery day here in Florida, but it's beautiful and sunny and nice and chilly. Let's lower the right side and then separate the feet wider, about mat width.
You're reporting on the weather too?
Yes. Yoga instructor and weatherman, multi-talented, what can I say? All right, let's take your palms and push them together. And then notice what happens front to back relative to the shoulders. As you push together, do you see an inward rotation of the shoulders? And if you do, let's release the push. Let's try to expand through the chest. And if we bring palms back together, let's work to take the shoulder blades and externally rotate them. Try to rotate them backwards as we apply pressure to the palms. So you feel the shoulder girdle actively working. Now, fold halfway forward, keeping that nice engagement around the shoulders. And then across the back, across the shoulder blades of the back, I mean. Now, let's take your fingers and cup them, just like we did on the mat or on our floor earlier. Push the fingertips together, pull your hips back, and give me a weight bearing mostly in the heel. I want you to feel it mostly there with the legs relatively straight. So there's very little, a micro bend, if you will, in the knees. Now, as you push the fingertips together, push the hands forward. As you extend forward, take the bend out of your elbows as best you can, and then try to lengthen the arms as you try to raise them, hollow out the belly. And then bring hands back over heart, stand tall. Push your hands to the sky. As you let the hands separate, keep the palms facing each other. Now, let the shoulders rise up. It's like revolt of the shoulders. They're going to rise up. I want you to push the shoulders high, pull them high if you prefer that adverb or verb, sorry. And as you work to let those shoulders rise, rise, rise to the sky, give me a nice proud chest, hollow out the belly. Beautiful. Bring hands back over heart. Fingertips push. Hips pull back, forward fold. Halfway, tabletop back. Fingertips are pushing into each other as the hands start to extend forward. Arms go to full length. Push a little more. Try to get a little more length with those arms. Try to push the fingertips together as you get a little more length and try to raise the whole arm thing higher to the sky. And then bring hands over heart, stand tall. And then push the hands to the sky and let them separate, shoulder width. Proud chest pushing forward, hollow out the belly. Beautiful. As you bring hands, hearts. Cup, push, butt back, half forward fold. Third time's the charm. This is the best part of this exercise, the third time. Push fingertips together as the hands push forward. Oh, hollow out that belly, push those arms long. Try to raise them an inch higher if you can. And then bring hands over heart, stand tall. And then push hands to the sky. As you exhale this time, fold all the way forward. Step back to the plank. Pull hips up and back, down dog. Drive your heels earthward. Pull your tailbone higher to the sky. Come back to your plank. Put your knees down upon the earth. Separate the mat width apart. Take your heels and bring them together with your toes tucked under. Pull your butt back and try to sit them upon your heels as you let your hands walk forward. My butt won't sit on my heels, so if yours don't worry about it. It's just a.
If yours don't, or if yours doesn't.
If it doesn't or don't worry about it. If you are resting on your forearms, take the forearms up off the mat so that the palms form the connection and not the forearms. Proud chest, push your chest towards the earth just ever so slightly more. And then come back up into all fours. And then come up into a kneeling position. Hello.
Hello.
Nice. Now, give me a nice proud chest.
You're looking at the camera.
No, I'm looking at you. Now I'm looking at the camera. Let the hands just fall down by your sides. Let's take your hips and push them forward and hollow out the belly. Now, a little word about compression in the lower back. If you're experiencing that, I'd like you to back off that push a little bit and engage ever so slightly. So hollow out, make sure the belly is hollowing out and then push forward. If you still have compression, don't push so far forward. Just get to a spot where there's very little compression in the low back. Let's take the palms to open, face forward. Beautiful. Now, sweep the hands up shoulder height with the palms to the sky. Beautiful. Sweep the hands higher and then let them all the way back down, all the way through and all the way back. Beautiful. Let's bend slightly through the hips, keeping the chest nice and proud. Turn the palms to face each other in the back. Lift the baby fingers higher to the sky. And then sweep the hands forward. Palms are facing. Thumbs are pulling to the sky. Raise nice and tall. Proud chest. Beautiful. Now, sweep the arms down, all the way back. Open the palms to face the sky behind you, right? Pull the hands higher to the sky. Chest is nice and proud. Hands sweep forward, palms remain. They're facing downward position. Raise, 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 raise the hands high. And then bring hands over hearts. Take your left foot, step it forward. The right toes are tucked under.
That might did you confirm me?
Yeah, you have a reason for not doing this. It's called a bad toe. Now, with hands over heart, we have a stacking of the knee and hip. I want you to try as best you can to keep the hip from translating forward or back or side to side. And while you work to keep the hip in its position, we're going to flex through it. So we're going to have both hips with more flexion. Now I'd like you to take that hip or hips, both sides of them, and let's push them forward. We're going to translate forward by taking that left knee and letting it move over the toes of the left foot. And we're going to keep that position. You're going to feel the ball of that left toe heavily weighted. We're going to keep the weight on that, is even though we're going to try to exert more force to the heel of the foot, try to push the heel in, but the weight bearing is primarily in the toe. Now take the back foot, the right foot, and drive the heel backwards and try to come up off the right knee. Beautiful. Now, both legs simultaneously, use them to elevate the hips. Push, 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 push. Boom. So both legs are straight. You've pushed the whole body up, and now we're going to bring it back down. It's going to keep the forward lean. We're going to let the knee push forward to the toes, and we're going to let that right knee slowly descend back onto the mat. Nice. Now, keeping the hands over heart. Same thing. We're going to come back up slowly, driving the right heel towards the earth, and then both legs working hard to push the hips high to the sky. Boom. Got to still have that forward lean. We're not vertical with the upper body. Let the left knee push forward. Let the right knee slowly descend to the earth. And then third time, best form, best opportunity. We practice this. We have muscle memory. Drive that right heel to the earth, elevate back up, all the way up. Push, 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 push. Beautiful. Take the right foot, step it forward. Hands push to the sky. Oh, how good does that feel? Exhale, fold. Step back plank. Up and back down dog. You want push-ups? Be careful what you ask for. Don't make the other people hate you. Drive your heels earthward, pull your tailbone to the sky. Mark's going, yeah, I'll take some push-ups. Come back to plank position. Well, because Mark wanted them, let's do 5 push-ups. Knees are optional. Hover low. Hover high. What's the hurry? This isn't a rush. First one done loses, right? Hover low. Hover high. Hover low. Hover high. Hover low. This is our second one.
Yeah, right.
Hover high. I know it's number 4. I got it. Hover low. And hover high. Number 5. Pull up and back to down dog. Bring both knees to the earth. Pull the hips back. Extend the arms out. Separate the knees, mat width apart as you walk the hands back in. Hollow out, push that butts as you hollow out. Take the hands, palms are facing. Sweep the hands back. Baby fingers are reaching towards the sky. Going to do a little bit the same series, but different sequence. Come forward, thumbs all the way up. Proud chest, beautiful. Lower the hands, sweep them back, open the palms to face the sky. Arms are long, chest is proud. Inhale, sweep all the way up. So the hands are maintaining the same orientation. until we switch it. Come down. Open the palms to face the earth. Inhale, sweep up, palms facing the sky all the way up. And bring hands over heart. Step that right foot forward. Oh, just like that. Find a good centering between left and right so we're not on a tightrope, but hip width apart. Got to lean in and take the right knee, push it forward. You're going to feel the ball of that right toe more weighted than the left or right heel, but try to push the right heel to the earth just to get a little engagement. Posterior chain. Take the left heel, push it towards the earth. As the knee rises, use both legs to elevate the hips all the way. Straight leg. You still have a lean in. It's not big, but we're not vertical. Slowly lower. Let the right knee push towards the toes of the right foot, gently lying down onto the earth, that left knee. Keep the lean in, keep that knee pushing forward, take the left heel, push it away, down, drive it, push all the way up, drive hard, push hard. Keep that balance nice and integrated. Let the left knee slowly descend back to the earth. Right knee pushing forward in that toe area. And then slowly drive that left heel to the earth and use both legs to drive elevation in the hips. Beautiful. Take the left foot, step it forward. Hands to the sky. Oh. As you exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Exhale, lower. Let's step sideways to our mat. Let's bring our feet wider than hip width apart. And let's pull our butt back. I would face the other way. Okay. Nice. Now, there's an orientation or an inclination of our bodies to imprint or use the imprint that's most familiar with us. We're going to try to change that imprint today. So I'd like you to see how I'm drifting my hips backwards. See how far they get way back. As far back as you can, where you have most of the weight bearing in the heel of the foot. It's very important that we target some specific muscles. And I'd like you to use this as a way to get these muscles targeted. So we have posterior chain muscles and medial or inner thigh muscles of the middle part of the leg, more active right now. Spine is long. Some of us may have hip flexion issues or low back issues. And if you need to support this by having palms or forearms on thighs, or if you need a little higher elevation or more openness through the hips, that's also a possibility here. So, working to pull the hips back. If it's possible, for me it is, which is why I'm taking my exercise here. I'm gonna bring my fingertips to the earth, and my spine is gonna be nice, long, and engaged through this whole movement. I'm gonna take my left hand, extend it out, and my arm is straight, shoulder height.
Extending it forward or to the
I'm
side?
extending it out to the side. Now take the left shoulder and rotate it and bring the arm along. So try not to move with the arm. Arms and shoulders have lots of movement. I like you to try to elevate with simply the shoulder. And then bring that left hand back to earth. Pull the hips back. Mine always like to drift forward. That's just the way my body imprints and thinks is the best thing. But for this exercise, like I said, hips pull back. Take the right arm out beside the body. And then lift the right shoulder to the sky. And then sweep it back down. And then go opposite side. And shoulder raises. Left shoulder returns to square. Hand returns to earth. Hips pull back. Right side. Shoulder rotates to the sky. And then back down to the earth. And let's do this a few more times on each side. Just go at your own pace. Try to explore the range that you can achieve. But please, don't force range, right? You know, like the effort feels good, and then it doesn't. And when it doesn't, you know you've overextended the range that you own today. And don't go there. All right. Let's everyone meet with hands on the earth. And then let's step the hands to the hips. And then unhinge, keeping the legs nice and wide. Coming up, tall position. Let's take the left and right arm and extend them out beside the body with the palms facing to the sky. Beautiful. Now hollow out the belly. Sweep the hands shoulder width apart, right above your shoulders. Pull with the fingers. Pull the arms long. Let the shoulders rise up. And then lower. Shoulder height. Palms face the sky. Let's take the thumbs and imagine someone's behind you pulling on them. So we open through the chest. Now, imagine that you have two people on each side helping you with this. One pulling the thumbs backwards, and you also have someone pulling the fingers outwards, so away from the body. So pull out and back. And then as you inhale, tell those people, let go of your hands because you're going to raise them up to the sky. And then let the palms face the sky as you come back down. Ask for the help again. Pull it wide and pull back. Beautiful. Now take an inhale. And as you exhale, bring hands over heart. Emphasis on shoulders. You got it, right? Now, fold halfway forward. Take your left and right arm, push them all the way forward of you, pull those hips back. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, fingertips down. Turn your palms to face the earth. If they're not presently that way, turn your fingers to face backwards, and then start walking your hands through your feet. And let your spine go into flexion. Let your head dangle. My legs are trembling right now, and that's kind of a good thing. That's muscle. If muscle had a voice, it would be the tremble. And when it trembles, that voice would be saying, I'm changing. All right, walk your hands back. Step your feet in. As you inhale, extend to a flat back. And as you exhale, lower your butt down onto your mat. Oh my goodness. There we go.
There we go.
All right. I'm going to grab a little sip of water. Hydration. Who knew it was so good for you? Everybody. All right. Let's use your hands to slowly lower down onto your mat. Let's take your feet, push them high into the sky. Let's hollow out your belly. And then let's lower the legs all the way down to your mat, slowly. Let's bring your hands above your head and reach them backwards. And then much when we stand and we try to reach for the sky, let's do the same thing as we lie here. Find length as you hollow out your belly. As you inhale, try to get just ever so slightly more longer. And as you exhale, let's just relax. Let the arms sweep down beside the body. Let's step the right foot in and then the left. And let's take the right leg and cross it over the left. Where our knees meet, let's try to keep the knees as close together as possible. So in other words, instead of being up on the backside of the leg, try to cross the legs so that both legs, like the thighs, are touching, as opposed to this big hole or gaping hole in the thighs. If it doesn't get there, that's fine. Give me your best version of it. Take the right leg now and use it to kind of rotate the left leg towards the right side of the body. And now we're going to anchor above the earth. So we're going to hover the left knee a few inches above the earth. In particular, I'm looking for you to focus on release that goes over the left hip. I'm just going to take a couple breaths here and enjoy all of that tissue that's being pulled on, finding a length to it that works more optimally in the movement of your hips. Now, while that tissue is being torn up and getting lengthened out, let's take your left hand and reach it to the sky. As we reach back, I'd like you not to go straight back. I'd like you to kind of go off at a 45-degree angle. If your left shoulder is upon the earth, that's fine. Now, separate your left fingers and then use the fingers to pull the arm long. And you might find it intensifies kind of the pull over the hips. And that's because the fascia of our body is all interconnected. And then come back up. And then switch sides. Remember to lower, but not bring down upon the earth the knees.
Left, right, over,
Left goes over right, and then you rotate down towards the left. Yeah. Take the right hand, reach it to the sky, and then take the right hand and reach it back on a 45-degree angle. We're going to hang out for a few breaths. As you release this and uncross the legs, take your hands back over your head. Extend the legs all the way out. And slowly, this is a very slow rise up. Sweep the arms across the head, reaching towards the sky. When they're above chest, just hold on that spot. Let's take your chin and drop it in towards your chest. So it means the back of your head is lifted off the mat. And let's continue that evolution up, hollowing out the belly and peeling off one vertebrae at a time, keeping the spine in C curve. Let's dive the hands down towards the heels if you're separated legs, and let them just sweep in through and past if you can. It's a good stretch for our low back, supported by our rectus abdominis, big six-pack muscle kind of got us up here. We have our transverse abdominis. It's going to be activated as I ask you to hollow out your belly. And try to sink a little deeper into this, give more spinal flexion to that upper spine. And then I'm going to reverse this whole thing. Hollowing out the belly, slowly coming down, one vertebrae at a time. And then we're going to come all the way back up. Same way as we did before. And then come into a seated position with the legs extended. A staff pose. We'll have a staff meeting. Let's bring hands over hearts. And let me thank you for your amazing participation today. Thanks for joining us. I hope you had a great class, and namaste. Namaste in bed for an extra hour today. Hello.
Hello, we lost Mark.
Yeah.
That was a great class. Thank you, Sean.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, very good.
I needed that desperately.
Me too. My shoulders feel so much better.
Yeah,
Hello.
It's unbelievable.
cool. Cool, McCool.
So, oh yeah. So
All right.
the class tomorrow is going to be Monday because Tuesday I'm flying. So I sent out the link already for Monday at 8.
Yeah,
Did you hear me? Monday at 8 class.
yeah, I saw that. 8 is a little late for me, so I still cannot do it. You know,
I'll send you the
working
link.
people that have to go to the office cannot do 8 o'clock class.
I know. Bummer. Bummer.
Okay,
Okay. Well, you
well, have
ladies
fun.
a lovely
What's on
day.
the agenda today?
Oh,
We're just working around here doing some landscaping. You know, we're having a quiet day. We were out last night, so we're gonna behave today.
yes, right.
Yeah, we're putzing. That's what my father
Putzing.
used to say. I'm just gonna putz around the house.
Yeah.
That really means work.
Yeah, how can you not? All right, darlings, well, have a great day. Bye.
Okay.
now.
Okay. Mwah.
Bye.
Love to you
Tomorrow.
both.
Well, thank you, Sue. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
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 Bye.